a fly gal, get your nails done, get a pedicure, get your hair did.
Y'all need to get into the gym like a piranha. Y'all need to get into my gym like y'all need water. I mean, it's me at the top and let's see yoga. I mean, y'all bitches better y'all like Ariana if they ever.
What's tea?
I don't know, friend.
Well, we gonna get into it. I'm Alicia.
And I'm Max.
And this is the I Don't Know Friend podcast. Like usual, we're gonna go ahead and start with some hot topics. First thing we got this week is this awkward ass cover shoot of Lil Kim. I don't know why the hell they photoshopped the hell out of that lady's face. Got her looking like a damn CGI, like robot computer. What I don't know what's going on with that, friend. What you think?
Okay, so I guess they were saying that she approved the picture of the cover, but she's saying she didn't approve that. She wanted.
Well, why would they do it to begin with?
I don't know.
Like, as a professional, you know what I'm saying? Like, her approving it or not. If I'm an actual photographer and editor, it looks like they graphic designed that. Like, she didn't even sit for the fucking photo shoot, is what it's giving. It looks like a Sims character.
Yeah, that was weird. It was just a weird experience, I think. I'm not even sure what they had going on, to be honest. I don't know what that was about. Maybe they wanted people to talk about it, but why would y'all want people to talk about it in this type of way? So I have no idea what that whole thing was about. That was just their experience.
It's supposed to be for like the 50 years of hip hop, Ebony magazine, like special edition, and they tried it. I don't know who or what they had going on over there, but somebody needs some corrective action because that's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, very odd. I don't know. Hopefully they can, fix it. I mean, I guess they definitely print physical magazines, but maybe they can fix the digital one at least to make it not look so strange.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess now we can go ahead and talk about. People keep mentioning or feeling like Halle Bailey is pregnant. She definitely looks like it. But she hasn't announced it yet, so I'm not gonna speak too much on it. Yeah.
If you know, you know. I guess.
A lot of baggy clothes, a lot of very angled photos. So.
And that last picture was very much Photoshop with the yellow on with the waist. That was very much Photoshop. So.
She's 23, so kind of young, not like that young, but still, I don't know. Either way, hopefully she's happy, and hopefully the father learns to be more mature.
Perfectly said, friend. Because I don't think nobody really cares that she's pregnant. It's just who she's pregnant by. It's just
right.
But you know, to each his own. We've been there, done that before, so
I don't think we've really talked about them too much. I know we didn't mention it earlier, but we can definitely touch on that whole Krishan. Specifically, the whole picture of her at Walmart, and she had the baby in the front carrier, and she didn't have the top part snapped. So if you don't know, front carriers, when you have the babies in them, there's a very top snap that you have to hook so that it holds the baby's neck up, because babies can't hold their necks up. She did not have that faceted, and this is a newborn, so his neck was not supported, and his whole head was cocked all the way back. And nobody helped her or said anything. Someone, of course, took a picture of it though and posted it to the internet. I don't know why nobody said nothing. At the very least, I mean, for the baby's sake,
like said something. Let's be for real. What I mean,
I don't think she would have taken it bad. Honestly, like even if you felt like she was gonna, you could have said it from a distance, like, "Hey, there's an extra strap. to hold the baby head up and kept it pushing. You're in Walmart. Like, come on now. She's not gonna swing on you with the baby on her chest like that. Like, I feel like at the very least for the safety of the baby, like, come on now. I mean, yeah, it's not gonna. The baby's fine, and it wasn't gonna hurt it for real, so like for long term damage having their neck like that. But it's just, you know, she's a new mom. Clearly, she was by herself. Like she didn't know no better. She don't be. I think she's like the youngest or whatever. She never really took care of kids, so she didn't know to do that, you know. So I think it was just kind of a learning curve, but I definitely feel bad. I feel bad because I feel like especially being like so in like such a public space like that. I know new moms, it's definitely difficult, especially when you're kind of by yourself like that. So yeah, and of course Blueface mama gotta put her little 2 cents in and talking about because Krishan, she was like, the mom's talking again, so what, you want to get beat up again? And the mama talking about I'll get beat up time and time again if that means I get to see my baby. Oh, it's your baby now, but it wasn't 4 months ago when she was now it's your grandbaby, but it wasn't when she was pregnant, just like it wasn't Blueface's son when she was. Okay, that. Okay, all right. Y'all singing a different tune now. Krishan said, really only the sister had kind of like started acting better like over the time, and now of course the mama want to start acting better because she called her out on it. Either way, I can't stand a mama who is in love with the son. So that's that on that. Shout out to Krishan. Hopefully she now knows to hold the baby head up. What else? There really isn't that many hot topics this week. Honestly, it was kind of boring. There was a clip. I'll insert it here.
Go like that.
Do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, put your hands on. You still don't have that ring on.
Yeah, I came from the studio. I was just working out.
Babe, like, you gotta stop. But do you know what your ring symbolizes?
But the world know I love you and you my wife.
But is it home when we get there?
Baby, can we finish eating? You killing me right now.
No, you killing me.
Come on now. No. We having a great night.
I know, but
like, you keep
putting it off. Yeah, it's not just a ring.
Lord have mercy. Chef, we have another crab cake?
Yo, I have to figure this wedding ring thing out quick, because if I have any chance of getting this baby, I gotta get back on the good side.
It was Toya and her husband talking about him not having him not having his wedding ring on or whatever, and Toya feeling away about that. How do you feel about that, friend?
At the moment, I think they were having dinner, whatever the case may be. They came from like it looked like they were at like a spa or something. That's what it looked like. So I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. However, put that ring on, honey. We got it for a reason. But I guess the moral of the topic was that he didn't really see it as a big deal, as far as him not even wearing it sometimes, like, at all, I'm assuming. Now, if you just don't want to wear it at all, what are you married for? I just feel like,
girl,
what are you wearing with me?
You're taking it too far.
You asking me
what's the point of being married at all if you're not going to wear the ring? You're standing on that statement?
If you're not going to wear the ring at all?
You said, what's the point of being married if you're not going to wear the ring?
Why would you? Okay, my thing is, marriage is a lot of things besides a wedding ring.
Right.
So the wedding ring comes with marriage. You're going to go every day and not wear your wedding ring?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, you said... I'm just saying, it was what you said that this was crazy. Like, what was the point of getting married if you're not going to wear the ring? Like, girl.
I'm going to wear my ring.
Like, as someone who doesn't wear rings, That's wild.
See, I wear rings already,
Yeah,
so it's gonna be secondhand nature to me.
I don't wear rings, so it's gonna be like a thing to have to remember to wear it or have it on.
Yeah, no, not with me. I really don't take my rings off for anything unless like I have to. But I'm a ring type of girl, so I know I'm gonna wear my ring. But all I'm saying is, yeah, I'm standing on that. What's the point?
That's crazy. I mean, yeah, I'm aware and like it's a thing, and I don't think I would go like it would. I don't think I would ever intentionally not wear it, and I feel like for the most part I would put it on. But I could definitely see myself forgetting it.
Forgetting it is fine. I'm not saying you can't forget it. My thing is you're literally just, I don't have to wear my wedding ring, we're married type of thing. Don't be an asshole to me. Put your fucking wedding ring on. Don't play with it.
I don't think he was saying. I think he was just saying you forgot it.
But that's all I'm saying. But I feel like he's more so looking at it as in it's not that big of a deal. I mean, because at the end of the day, like I said, forgetting it, that's perfectly fine. But don't try to downplay not wearing your ring just because it's not a big deal to you.
I just know I can very much see myself not wearing my ring.
It, and that's perfectly fine, Alicia.
Why
but
I'm just saying my opinion.
You are the type that because it does not bother you and you know you will forget, you do not care if they don't wear theirs. And we are two totally different people, Alicia. I already know where you're going with this.
I'm just saying my point now. Like
it would not bother you. I know it would not bother you.
You're right. As someone who would not, like I'm saying, if I see it's like a consistent thing,
to do something petty.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. As if it's a consistent thing, yeah, no, of course. But if it's like, you took it off, like you said, you were at the gym, you were cooking, whatever, you took it off. All right, cool. No, it's no big deal. I'm not gonna trip about it for real. If it's 3 days in a row, who you fucking? That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. All right. I know. Don't try to beat me up. All right. Wear y'all rings. Okay. I have put this in here. I don't think we even discussed it for real, but it's boring. So let's talk about some things real quick. Apparently, Tasha K and Whack 100 have some beef. I was watching the clips. I'm not gonna upload all of them because it's literally a lot. But they have like a back and forth. They have an actual beef. And of course, the pot has been stirred by one of the white men in hip hop, Adam 22. Why are they always at the center of these beefs? Adam, Vlad, whatever the other white people's names are, the rest of them. Yeah, he alleged that him and Tasha K was messing around at one point. Tasha has some type of tea on him and his activities. It's messy. I was watching the clips. I said, oh, okay. He was talking about he's gonna rent off. What'd you say?
Do you feel like they had sex though?
I used to watch Tasha K like a few years ago. She didn't give that. She very much gave I Rocks with My Mans. And they have been together a very long time, so I would hope not.
Is she disputing it?
Whack 100 beef as well, because in full disclosure,
I don't have a beef with him.
I was on the podcast with him and he was trying to imply that he had slept with you. Now I know you're married and I very much doubt that, but he was implying that.
He said that?
Well, maybe we got a lawsuit for him now.
I don't need no lawsuit because that shit ain't true. Like,
well, I know it's not true, but he was sitting there with his shiny head just like, yeah, me and her, we got a history.
Listen, the first time I heard of that man is when I don't know how it got to me, but someone was like, he did an interview with R. Kelly.
Yeah, he called him on our show, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first time I had interaction. And then he was just like, yeah, R. Kelly hired him to investigate me. And I'm like, for what? He's like, well, you leaked his jail records. Yeah, so does the Justice Department. They know they opened up a whole investigation on me. So what are you doing? Well, I'm trying to get him justice. Are you a Fed? Have you not seen my channel? Like, I tell on every motherfucking body. I'm not a gangster. I'm a snitch.
Yeah. Well, she kind of even, she was just like that, like she wasn't even really trying to like step to it. She's like, he's trying to deflect because I got this on them. I got this on them. You know what I'm saying?
She's like, it's true because I know prime example that happened to me in life. Like this guy told me that my friend slept with him or whatever, and when I say I like a thought in my head didn't even think to even ask her because I'm like, nigga, you lying. You deflecting on something. Fine.
Oh, at the B&B?
Yes.
Got you.
And so he ended up basically telling her that, you know, he lied to me about it or whatever. And I had never brought that up to her. And I was just like, girl, I never really brought it up because I just felt like it was a lie. And the whole time it was a lie. So niggas will lie on niggas.
Yeah.
Will lie.
She was like, because you know, he's one of them ones that be having them rumors.
Right.
Like Diddy and them. So anyway, and even like when he was trying to, he said she was a pretty looking man.
Then we had Tasha K stop by.
Oh, did she tell you about, or did you tell her that I told you about us?
Here's the thing.
Did you tell her that Wack told you about our little thing?
I did ask her if she ever had sexual relations with you.
What did she say?
She looked horrified. She's been with her husband since she was in her early 20s.
She got about, I ain't gonna put it out there. But, and so what did she say? Did she answer the question?
If she was with you?
Did she answer the question on camera?
Yeah, she said no.
So, and then that's all she said?
I mean, most of her other the rest of her response was mostly like non-verbal gestures that she was like horrified. She kind of looked like she was going to throw up.
You know, me and Tasha look alike.
I would not do that to her.
Me and Tasha K looks alike. She's a very...
You're more of a caramel.
She's
pretty guy. She's a woman. Whack.
That's my point. I can call her a pretty guy because she's a real woman, but she's pretty as a guy. Now, if you got a female that's pretty as a guy, then she's fucked up as a girl.
I feel like you...
Tasha K is the definition of a walking oxymoron. Shout out to Cardi B. Yo, listen. Shout out to my spies on the other side and my squad because she know what I did to her.
And I felt like even the shade was interesting that he would say that.
I said, oh man.
He said that's an interesting line to throw. Coming from you. All right now, sir. Yeah. So I was like,
oranges, blue face.
Right. Queen mother. Anyway, it was very interesting. I was like, what is this? I'm literally gonna have to do a deep dive a little bit later and see where all this is coming from. He was like, he was gonna rent office space next to her so he could, you know, try to press her a little bit as if it was like some extra stuff. And there, also, why is Tasha K going on like a press tour? She's interviewing with Joe Budden, interviewing with No Jumper. What is happening?
Right.
Is she writing a book or something? I don't know. What is going on? That's really why I added it, because I was like, what is happening? So I don't know. Shout out to her. But yeah. Seriously. Yeah. And that she was like, because if I did and called the crackers on them, then what? I said she from Florida for real. Because come on, that's she's like, because they love them. What? Oh, freak! What did she say?
You know what? She say the words that like. It's just the way she put the way she talks and the certain words she says. You know, she from Florida, cause crackers.
Exactly. It was exactly the way she said it. Like you could feel it. You could feel the Florida, and I was like, period, because she from like Panama City or something, like the country. Shout out to Florida. So we definitely, I guess, can touch on Onika, Queen Radio, her mans, the whole things. backtracking to what we discussed last week with Offset and Kenny and Kenny's peoples or whatever. So Kenny ended up getting sentenced to up to 120 days of house arrest, basically for making direct violent threats to an individual while in the presence of a known criminal. Someone clearly tipped off people to it, whether it was Offset and Cardi or one of Cardi's peoples or one of the fans or somebody made it known, posted the video, shared the video, got the video to the correct people to make sure he got in trouble. So he got in trouble. So that's that. You know, Nicki likes to go on her little Instagram rants and throw in her subs and her tweets when her man start getting in trouble. Nicki, it gets hard sometimes trying to defend you. It really does. I be sitting there, I just have to scroll. I can't fight for you sometimes. I'm like,
let me tell you, my friends know how I am with certain people that I love. Alicia, you're one of them. You know how I am with Chris Brown.
So I didn't even put that Popeyes thing in there because you know he got sued. Okay.
You know what? The thing with me and Alicia is she know that like we sometimes if it's too touchy and we know it's gonna go there, we won't even speak on it. We'll just be like, we know it's happening. We see it.
We see each other.
We see each other. You know, all the time. But my friend recently brought up the whole Kenneth thing, and I'm next case.
I can't do it.
And why did Nicki Minaj the next case? I'm not doing it. I have not seen. Listen, the whole Nicki Minaj live thing. I seen little clips, but because I'm scrolling. I'm not.
I popped in and out because she kept like going live and coming out and like I was popping in and out, so I was seeing clips. People were trying to be like, "Oh, she's getting her goons." Those were artists because she does have a label.
You see how they do Nicki, but let Cardi do Kenny.
Cardi, who actually got convicted for actually hiring goons to actually assault women.
But mind you, it was Bravo because Cardi got off, right? It was Bravo because she got off. Nicki can't go live.
Cardi's on the side of the road right now. Cardi's in an orange jumpsuit picking up trash. Okay, I'm wearing orange right now. She's dressed like old girl, spearing on the side of the road right now for that community service because she actually got goons, because she actually can't fight. If you notice, she only ever throws things. If we pull back Love and Hip Hop clips of her in the club brawling, it's only ever throwing things. Shoes, mics, bottles. She's never throwing hands.
Let's be for real.
I'm not gonna say Nicki can fight, but old girl did get her one try. What was it? All right. Because people literally tagged me in a post, and it was like on Facebook, and it was like, what did we get from Queen Radio was the fact, hold on, 2 seconds, and I'm gonna upload it to you. 2 seconds. It literally said, only thing Nicki Minaj proved in Queen Radio is that she can't fight and she get others to do her dirty work. # scary self.
Do they not know? Do they not know who Cardi is at all?
Those are her artists. They were in the studio.
Calls and calling shots.
Bow. Hello. Heavy.
Bow. Are all black men criminals? I have questions. Because is that what y'all think?
Because this is why I don't like getting into it, because it's like at the end of the day, Nicki is tied to Kenneth, and it's like you can.
And so she's gonna be tied to that life.
Exactly. You can keep saying like that don't have nothing to do with Nicki. Don't have nothing to do with Nicki at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, when you're married, you're one. So I do understand that.
I wish she just kept him in the background. Why he got to be standing behind her in every picture?
The thing is, Offset
not got to see that man.
Offset started that, and
no one cares.
They were just, giving the same energy back. But
I was literally going back and forth with Nude about that earlier. And then eventually it's like, you're right. Exactly. Because Offset started some stuff. He knew he couldn't finish. He knew he wasn't going to finish.
I almost feel like he started it on purpose to so something like this.
Because he knew he wasn't going to finish it. And he knew he could provoke it. And he knew he could run it. And he knew he was going to be out here doing this and that. And he wasn't really going to have to worry about it. He wasn't going to have to stand on it. Because he don't have to stand on it. Because he never does. Because let's be real. Especially after Takeoff, I'm positive they are very covered when they're outside now. Positive. So it's never gonna be given that anymore.
Yeah.
But okay.
I'm like so that whole situation, and then what do you think is the deal with Charlamagne hating like everything? Like, what do you think the deal is with that? Like, yeah, have your opinions on Kenneth. I don't care. I don't care for him. We all know our sis, Nicki Minaj, love a good corny man. So that's just neither here nor there. I'm not even into that. Kenneth is that.
Because Kenny,
he didn't say anything when did anybody even? I have to go back to see if Charlamagne even spoke about the fact that Offset DM'd them first. Did you say anything when Offset said what a location? Or that was okay because it was Cardi, because it was them two. That's okay. That's my only thing that I don't like getting into it with. And friend, I'm with you when you be saying it's hard to stick up for her sometimes. I'll be right there with you because we all know Nicki. It's like when you're a Nicki fan, you have to be a Nicki fan to understand her. So it's just like pipe down on my good sister. But my thing is, when it comes to Cardi and Nicki, I am going to always have Nicki Minaj back because y'all not gonna keep doing this. Like Cardi just a saint out here and just let her.
But she's not. And I also don't want people be trying. Someone tried to say like, "Oh, we're just Cardi haters." We're not. We've definitely given Cardi her props when it's deserved.
Started off liking Cardi. Let's be for real.
Said that. We both said that. We both said we liked her album. We both given her props. We both said she's entertaining. We've said we liked her first album. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Right.
But we call a spade, and girl causes more problems than she causes victories. Like I don't understand. And no one seems to call it out or see the issue with it. She causes the issues and plays the victim. That's her light-skinned, non-black privilege that she likes to throw around. Cry. Say I have a hate train. Say everybody's woot 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 and bullying me, and I gotta get off the internet because y'all are stupid and no one can take this and I can't. And I. But you're instigating and you're throwing the subs and you're getting on Twitter and you're in the Twitter spaces throwing the subs and reposting, and it's like, does no one see this? And your team is backing up and posting these stories and clearly getting you have the push behind you to sway the outlets to post what they want to post. You got the shade room in your pocket. So the real question,
neighborhood talk,
why don't you want to own that?
Right.
If you gonna be a villain, be a villain. Nicki says it. She's the bad guy.
And listen, my thing is, and I'm gonna keep using this as an example because it just blows me, because I just know they would do the most if it was Nicki Minaj, and I know Charlamagne, I know for a fact he would. I think more so what Charlamagne said when Cardi threw the mic was, people, gotta stop throwing stuff at these artists, this and that. I'm telling you for a fact, it would not have. That's what you got security for. That's what you got this for. That's what you have that for. It's just, y'all painting me to be the bad guy.
Mind you, Cardi told them to throw the water.
But we ain't talking about that, though.
We're not talking about that. And it was literally like 2 seconds before. So it was she had just turned around. So it was very much an accident. Once we got the full clip, okay. But, okay. And then she hit the wrong person, but she still ain't sad. All right, cool.
Right.
And she's like, what is she, a Pisces?
Oh no, Cardi is a Libra. I think her birthday October.
I think she's a Libra. I think you're right.
No, not getting Pisces, boo.
Anyway, I don't know. She just get on my damn nerves. That's what she gives.
No, for real. I'm so old.
You're right. October 11th. She's 30.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
She's 30 right now. I mean, she's turning 31 in a couple.
We should name that. She's 30.
She's 30. I can't make this up.
How many more excuses are Nicki Minaj is 40, right?
Yeah, she's yeah.
When is
but
Cardi
I'm gonna be honest, the beef itself is getting old.
The beef itself, I agree, is getting old. However,
it's getting old.
What you're not going to do to my good Sagittarius sister is keep poking the bear, and when she be on these quiet runs and not saying nothing. See, and I do agree, because I can go on and on with this. I can agree when they be saying the thing that really I feel like the girls hate Nicki Minaj so much for. When she throws shots, you're gonna know exactly who she's
talking about.
Exactly who she's
goes to blood.
That's why it feels like she's always talking about it. No, she's responding, best believe, because nobody. Now wait till Nicki Minaj probably say something else again about Megan. How Megan threw shots in bongos. They both threw shots in bongos.
Oh yeah, definitely, very clearly.
That's okay. That's very okay. That's okay.
No one's talking about it. Really, I've only heard like 2 or 3 people bringing it up. Like 2 or 3 like bigger people bringing it up. So, all right.
We heard the shots. We heard the little slick shots that you threw. November 17th, Pink Friday 2. Let's see who gets the last laugh, honey. Yeah, but I'm just sick of them trying her. Like, she just, like, every time when Nicki do something, it's grow up, the beef so old, and da-da-da-da-da. But Cardi can throw little shots. Oh, I wasn't flinching. Who were you talking about, boo? Put an ad. Since you be telling Nicki Minaj, put an ad. Who were you talking about?
And that's why I'm like, it's old. The subs are tired.
Right. And I don't even feel like, do you feel like it's more so, and then we can move on, do you feel like it's more so things that still be happening behind the scenes because they was shaking in their boots, scared that Nicki was going to say something on that stage?
I don't think it's really I don't think they're in spaces enough anymore to be behind the scenes. Like,
so what do you think it's coming from? Do you think Cardi just really is still obsessed with Nicki Minaj, low-key?
Yeah.
I do feel like that too.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. We saw her. She be watching the things. She be watching. That's really all it is. That's it. Nicki coming out with a song. Now I gotta drop. You know, that's all it is. And it's weird. And
go ahead.
That's it. I don't know.
And it's just so crazy how her and Meg supposed to have a little collab coming out. Y'all had one good song that did good. Y'all had one song that did good. It's not, and you know what I was thinking about? It's not like it's a Meg and the Baby, like where y'all had several good songs together that y'all actually did like a joint collaboration. Y'all have WAP. That's it. That's the only song that did good. Bongos
debuted at 14. It came out like right after we finished recording it last week. Or whatever week. Whatever. Yeah, it debuted at 14. So I don't know what's sitting at now. But again, still don't really hear it very much. So it can't be much higher than that. Yeah. Not looking forward to that. I don't.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't even think we really got much more for Hot Topics. Do we have anything else?
No.
We
took up all our time.
That we're gonna move right on along. Stop the beef. Real quick, I don't even think the Kim Nicki beef was like as this was. Am I tripping? It didn't feel as draining as this one does. Maybe because Kim wasn't as public, as much in the public eye as Cardi is, so maybe that's what it is. But this one just feels so draining. Anyway, I'm done.
And last thing, and then I'm done. Cardi fans are delusional. I'm done.
Well, obviously, they also don't know what good music is, so that has something to do with it.
Why it's like
they're not bright. But
last thing, and then I'm done. Last thing about that. Megan Thee Stallion said herself, comparing Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, it's like comparing J. Cole to Lil Pump. She said it herself.
Exactly.
Stand on what you said.
No, for real. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because Cardi can't rap. I wasn't ever. Okay. I can't. I can't even get into that. Right. Let's go ahead and get to the docket questions. Because I need more of this. I'm gonna lose my mind. Our first docket question this week. Would you date someone that you make more than?
I feel like I would. Honestly, I feel like I would. Only because, like, I feel like long as like we balance each other and it's not like no conflict or anything, I feel like this is a short answer. But yeah, I feel like I would. I don't feel like it would bother me. As long as it don't run into like any conflicts with us, we Gucci all across the board. Like, I'm a little strizate on that. What about you?
Yeah, it wouldn't bother me as long as they're not worried about it. I'm not gonna trip. I've said this before, but I've definitely had niggas that are like, oh, slick jealous of you. They be, must be nice. You buying this again? You eating Chick-fil-A 3 times a week? You damn Skippy. What now?
I'm gonna eat Wendy's every day if I want to eat Wendy's.
Like, for real. I'm not asking you for nothing, so what is the issue? So yeah, as long as you're not weird about it, I don't care. It's not gonna bother me. As long as you have a job, then no beef. A job. As long as you can support you, then it don't bother me at all, honestly, because it just don't. I don't know. I feel like maybe if I was like, because I feel like this kind of stems back to, remember, like the whole like B Simone thing. Like, remember not back in the day, but back when she was like,
whatever works for you, whatever you feel like you can deal with. Do I want to deal with the man?
Like,
now, if I didn't want to deal with the man with no money, that's different. Or no job, that's different. Alicia, you are so petty.
Woo, she probably pays him a little bit for watching their baby.
Sound like Peach. Peach do that.
Let me stop. I love you, Anika. Please don't block me. I don't mean that any kind of way. We've been there. Anyway, no, not like that. That could be me. She's obviously got the bread to do that. I don't. So,
and it could stem from them knowing each other for so long. Things like that. And anywho,
okay.
Yeah. So y'all let us know.
Ooh. Yeah, child. What y'all think? What could y'all do? What could y'all do? Honestly, I'm curious. What else? The next one is, could you date someone with different views than you?
Okay, and this is very interesting because it depends on what the views are for me. I feel like, okay, a no-brainer thing for me is like religion. I just, me personally, feel like I would not be able to be with someone that doesn't believe in the same religion as me, and that's just for me because I feel like it'll just be too many conflicts. I don't need to be praying to who I'm praying to and you praying to somebody else, and it's messing up my whole. I feel like it wouldn't work for me because when you're with someone, you're with that person, so I feel like eventually it's gonna start like what's the word? What am I looking for? Like, you're more so gonna be more so involved with that person, and it's like it's just gonna be off. The only example I can really use is I was talking to this one guy one time, and he was like into he was a Muslim and things like that, and it just eventually, of course, it didn't work, not because of that, But it's just like when you're on two different views, it's just like we not even on the same level. It's good to be opposites. I ain't saying that, but views like things about marriage, certain things I feel like you should pay attention to what a man's views are with certain things, because y'all may be talking about it and then you think, oh, he ain't that serious, and then when something happened, it's like he was literally telling you this is how he feel. He felt like a man should have 3 wives. He felt like a man should do this and do that, and y'all together, and now y'all views ain't matching up. So that's more so where I'm coming from with the whole religion, marriage, kids. It could be a view. It can be views on how you think London treated Summer Walker when she was pregnant. If you ain't agreeing with me, you ain't sitting with me. That's just. What do you think?
For me, it's kind of like what you said. It depends on what it is. I feel like certain things it wouldn't bother me. Other ones it would. Like even now, I feel like some people like agree with certain things, but that's not really how they like live their life. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be like, oh yeah, like, you know, them Facebook, Instagram, like all these little social media videos is like, you know, bitches ain't shit, niggas ain't shit, ooh. So it's gonna be like, yeah, bitches ain't shit, like but you don't be moving like that. Like, you're very much just went out to my car and grabbed my purse.
Cuddling hoes, you ain't cuddling.
Yeah. You're very much not doing that. So it just depends on like what you're actually doing. But at the end of the day, I think as long as like the core views are the same or similar to a certain extent as well, I feel like are the same or similar, or at least on like a similar wavelength to where we kind of like can,
as far as our livelihood, right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Because it's fine to disagree. I feel like it's fine to like, disagree, not argue, but like debate and have like whatever. I don't think we have to go along with everything. As long as there's like a respect there, and I'm like, I really don't even be caring. Like, if that's how you want, all right, child. Okay. Okay, you wanna? You agree with that?
I feel like
that, cause it. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you. They'll send me a video, be like, "What you think about this?" I don't. Okay, I think it's dumb, honestly, but you rock with it. So
if I hate when you do that, I'd be like, "Okay, Alicia, it's not like that." I don't want to talk. I don't care.
I'm in a like already like just not in a mood to even get it. I don't care. I did that literally today. That was sent me a video. I was like, what you think about this? I don't. I had to go back like, not doing that.
My friend, she sent me a video of I literally have tried to tone myself out from Krishan, the whole thing. I just can't take it anymore. So my friend sent me something, and I was just like, I popped out like 3 weeks ago. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't even know about the whole her about to change the baby name. I promise you, I didn't even know about that till brought it up to me. Didn't even know. But yeah, I feel like do what works best for you though with the views. But as far as me, the main views, we need to be on the same page.
Right. But like if we here with it, we can see each other and that rock. That's cool. We don't got to be like locked in on everything. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap up the docket questions. We can go on and get into our next little segment, which is a slime you out review. Let me go first, honestly, because I have some things to say. Why did y'all let that white man sit there and talk about some whip you like African or American slaves? Y'all just rocked with it? Y'all just okay? 10 bars in, and he's talking about some whip you like American slaves, and we're just all grooving? What? What? You really let that white man look you in the eye and say that? Never. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Won't happen.
Are you calling white just because his mom is like, because he's half white.
I'm
So
calling
now
him
he
white
got to
because
be
he
a
said
full
that nonsense. That's only something a white man would say. Nonsense.
No, for real. If y'all don't know, he did say whipped and chained you like American slave.
Yeah, this is the
but he's
slime you
making it
out.
in a, and it's just like you will not even know he say that until you singing it, and it's like, what you just saying?
Why would you say
But
that? Why would you say
okay,
that?
go ahead, Alicia. What else did you review?
I honestly
Was
did
that your
not,
only review
don't
about
care
the
for the
song?
song. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but besides that, I loved SZA's part, but it's not long enough to carry the song. It's not enough.
Right. It was like
not enough to make me. Yeah, SZA's like whoop, song's like whoop. His rapping part, I'm not gonna lie, when I was listening to it, I listened to the song 3 different times. Once in the car, 2 with headphones in. And I thought, this sounds like something Cardi B would rap. I'm pulling the lyrics because it very much gave A like the like rap. Drake has better. This was not his best work by any means.
It was not his best work, and I do feel like I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Alicia, you don't gotta play it.
I'm not. I'm gonna read some of the lyrics I'm referring to.
Oh.
Yeah. He'll mess around, copyright us like he did that white girl.
Like, hold on.
No, yeah, whoa. So...
But like Nicki Minaj.
Which one? Where is it? Is this the song?
I smash on you, swear on my grandmother grave. I'm sliming you for them kid choices you made. I mean, okay, whatever. But let's be honest. Let's be for real. SZA ate him up on the song. If that would have just been a SZA song by itself, she would have
like a rapper. SZA did great. She always does.
You tripping when that dick is barely 3rd place? What, SZA?
SZA did everything she needed to do.
To be honest, I do like Drake, like this ain't the lit. To be honest, if it was a SZA song and it was featuring Drake and he just had like the part, this ain't the littest, I can get on you bitches, send wires, all that part, and I got my slime, she got some bars for y'all niggas. And if SZA would have just took the song and just made it her own song, which she really did towards the end, I feel like
get a nigga hit for 50 racks, girl. The beef cost you like Wagyu. Get a nigga hit, I'll make asses light like Half Moon. Shout out to QC, make it PMs like Past Moon. You couldn't see Past Moon. You couldn't hear Cardi B doing that.
I mean, I could, but Drake does it in a better way.
Slightly. This seems. I mean, like I said, I was.
Yeah. I enjoy. Okay, this is what I have to say. I enjoy slime you out because when SZA get on there, I'm singing to the top of my lungs. So SZA made the song, and we know that. I'm just saying.
I don't think she is there enough to make the song.
But you know what? You know what though? I wouldn't be mad if they said they were to ever do a joint collaboration. I feel like Drake would definitely
like
come
a
through
for a album or like another song.
Oh, album or another song. I feel like he would be able to. He's gonna deliver.
I really don't think SZA misses. I just don't think she's on it enough to carry the song. Like on Kiss Me More, SZA. A lot of people say SZA's the reason it went to #1 because her part's the one that went viral. Her part is not long enough to go. You know what I'm saying? I loved it because she slid. She writes like a rapper. It has the whoop whoop whoop. She switches her flow and her look. It just, I love SZA down. It did it. But
yeah.
Drake.
Yeah. If y'all don't know, I'm a summer
before
girl.
it was an awkward sandwich.
Yeah.
It was an awkward sandwich.
SZA did what she needs to do. I do feel like Drake could have went with that name it every freaking month of the year at the
That was
end.
weird. What was the point? I don't get it.
I didn't get it. However, I enjoyed SZA's song.
And then I don't think we ever talked about this, but the whole Halle Berry thing.
Okay, let's talk about it right quick.
Because I wanted to bring that up. That's something a white man would do too.
Listen, my thing is, I feel like exactly what Zoe said. If you were gonna do it anyway, you should just never ask.
Never
what
ask.
was the point?
So for those of you who don't know,
okay, yeah, tell them.
So for those of you who don't know, when he was promoting the song, he used a picture of Halle Berry at the Kids' Choice Awards from like, I don't know, forever ago, and she's like covered in slime or whatever. Apparently, he had reached out to her prior to doing this for her, like to ask her permission. She said no, and he does it anyway. There you go.
Right.
And then when people asked her about it or brought it up, she was like, no, I'm pissed because he asked me and I said no, and he did it anyway, and I don't get the point of him asking me. It was weird. I'm not rocking with that. I'm not rocking with him.
And it was
mixed
weird.
people stick together. All right.
I felt like Drake, he kind of burned the little bridge there. Because what was the point? What was the point of that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just didn't make sense. So yeah, we just had to throw that in there. And then he didn't even use that. That was literally to just like promote it. That
just
wasn't
to
even,
promote
that's
it.
not even the
Could
album
have gotten
cover.
somebody else. It wasn't like a super relevant picture or anything. So you know how many people get slimed at the Kids' Choice Awards? He could have picked somebody else. Like,
right.
I just feel like,
but he knew Halle Berry was gonna be like a, you know.
I mean, yeah, but there was other people.
I'm not saying it's right, but he did that because he knows Halle Berry.
Especially for him to have asked and her to have said she wasn't okay with it. He should have.
Regardless of the fact that if everyone has the picture and it's not her picture, I mean it's still her. And at the end of the day, he asked.
Right, it's not. She doesn't own the photo, so it's not like she can do anything and could or whatever. It was supposed to just be like you know, clearing it with you type thing, a respectful thing to do. But then you did the disrespectful thing afterward, which was to do it anyway. Like, I don't. Drake is not a girl's girl. It's just not. I'm sorry.
Drake, I be trying to stick up for you now. Tighten up, okay?
Somebody on TikTok said him and Lotto give sisters, and I feel that.
Like the low-key
they give sisters with the same mom, same dad.
We
both got had the same doctor for the BBL. Like, it just gives that they're like this, thick as thieves.
You sound like Wendy Williams. Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I just I be wanting to, like, I think I love to hate Drake. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think you do. And Alicia, when you already get that train rolling, ain't no stopping it. It's gonna keep going.
I told you I'm a hater. I've said it before. I am a hater. I have no problem saying that. I'm a hater, but I'm not a hating ass bitch. So I give props when it's due. But
clear it up for him, friend, because I don't need them coming for you.
This ain't it.
It's the Sagittarius in her, y'all.
It's the Sag in me. I'm a hater. I'm telling you. Fire signs. We're naturally haters. But it's just
JT not Uzi ass upside the head. Let's be for real.
Listen, we're naturally haters, but we give props where props are due.
Period.
Anyway, I'm gonna need you to do better next time, Drake. The next Drake SZA collab. There was a whole little thing for a while, people making threads on, at least on TikTok and Twitter, of like theories that they've been going back and forth in music for a while. So maybe they will come out with another collab, and hopefully it will be better. At least on Drake's part, I need you to step it up a little bit, babe. SZA, I need you to write a little bit more. I'm gonna need like twice the length.
Yeah. Drake can deliver, so October 6th, you
He
know,
did.
when his
And that's what I'm saying. I was actually expecting a low key. I was expecting to download it. I will not be. And that's your fault. It's no one's fault but yours, Aubrey. I don't know who to blame. It's either him or Adonis. I don't know which one. I don't I don't know. Yeah. Do you have anything else to say about the song? All right. Let's wrap that up then. Let's go ahead and talk about our next topic real quick. So, do you feel like an artist can actually rebrand successfully? I was thinking about this the other day while I was driving home, and I heard Lotto. One of her songs came up, and she was like, "Lotto, short for lottery." I'm like, but it's not though. It's short for mulatto. You've always called yourself Lotto. So what are we doing? It's fooling. I'll never not, like, no shade. I'm not being funny, but she's always called herself Lotto.
That was definitely the thing. She called herself mulatto because she was black and white. Everyone knows that. You've been
right. So she always, like, when she was still mulatto, she would still call herself Lotto, Big Lotto. That was already her nickname. So her changing her name to Lotto, it wasn't really a change for real. It wasn't a big deal until then say it's short for lottery, and like that wasn't really a thing, babe. I don't think you really did too much. I don't think it gave what it was you going to give. I don't think it gave what you thought you were going to give.
Right. It's like you're still, your name just changed. That's basically it. You just changed your name. That was
your name just changed. But you're always going to be mulatto to me. And so I'm like, can an artist actually rebrand that way? I feel like musically, sure, because that's happened. And there's nothing we can really do about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I think of it, I think of Pink. Because when she first came out when we were kids, she was singing R&B. Now she's a rocker. So sure.
Right.
But if we're talking persona, if we're talking vibes, I mean, I guess even like a Miley.
I can give you 2 examples. Okay, Money Long. She used to go by Priscilla Renee. She changed up her whole ordeal. And she's making I'm pretty sure she's in the spotlight now. I think she was just writing back then. 2 Chainz used to go by Titty Boy. He is 2 Chainz now, rebranded himself. Those just came up on the spot.
But were they big then? Were they like? I'm thinking they were popular, but were you know what I'm saying? Because like, of course, Lotto's bigger now than she was then, but she was very much in the public eye then. So her rebrand within the public eye. You get what I'm saying? Do those really?
So,
because even like Money Long, like you said, she was more of a writer. So she went away and came back. And then you're like, oh yeah, you are that same girl. You know what I'm saying? 2 Chainz, he kind of went away, came back. Oh yeah, you are that. Because then he like, you know, went to college or jail or something, went away, came back type thing.
Well, okay.
Because Kanye, we still call him Kanye. Even though he says he's gay now.
So, yeah. Okay, so that's what you more so mean. Kind of by like with the name.
As a whole, yes. But just, I feel like I don't know that rebrands are always successful.
Like Young Blue, we still call him Young Blue. He goes by Blue. He dropped the Young.
I didn't even know
Young
that.
Jeezy. Yeah. Young Jeezy dropped the Young. He just Jeezy.
Well, that I feel like those are kind of different when they're like, because that happened a lot too. Like, you know, Bow Wow dropped a Lil. He still goes by Bow Wow, doesn't he?
No, he like going by I mean, well, I'm pretty sure he stayed Bow sometimes, but yeah, he does.
They've definitely like dropped the Lil when they were going from kid to teenager type thing. I'm talking about more like almost like you're trying to do a full 180, like I'm a whole new whoop whoop now. Like, you know, I was Hannah Montana, now I'm Miley Cyrus type thing.
Right.
I'm curious how many times that's actually worked. And for you personally, do you personally ever see them differently? I guess is what I'm asking.
No, I don't.
So then do they actually work?
It does not, but I do agree with what you said with the music. First with the music, like, the trend.
Right. I feel like they can kind of change their sound.
Music was a little, Mulatto was still rapping a little raunchy still, like what Mulatto, but you get what I'm saying. As a kid, the music, I see it in the music. As far as the name, you're right. Nobody is saying yay, Kanye. Yes.
Right. Yeah,
but
he's done different stuff, but he's still Kanye.
I would say it worked for 2 Chainz, because don't nobody say Titty Boy. Don't nobody call Money.
And again, I think that was because A, the name was kind of weird. B, I feel like he was just kind of like maybe like Atlanta known, right?
Okay, what about? And I know you don't like this one. You know who I'm gonna say?
Who?
We were just talking about last week in the Hot Topic.
Girl, I don't know who.
We will always call Young Bird.
Yeah, he will always be Young Bird. To be fair, I think because he's a producer, we don't see him very much. Mm-hmm. So, we always hear that. We do hear that hit makeup. It wasn't until I was like, is that, like, he was in the back with a video. I'm like, is that Young Bird? And then I like put two. I'm like, it's him. Like, it took a minute to like click. I think it was in like the Thought Box video or something. But
right.
That's in that.
Why? That made me. I think that's when I realized he was Hitmaker.
Yeah, because he's the producer. So, because he's not on the like front line or whatever, I feel like it kind of worked out better for him than others.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like had he been like more of a DJ Khaled type producer, quote unquote, then I don't think it would have been as easy a transition for him than other ones. I say all this to say the rebrand doesn't really work as far as names are concerned and image. You can rebrand your sound, but pick your names carefully when you enter the industry because it will haunt you.
Right.
Because I will forever call my girl Mulatto when I feel like it.
We hear you. Well, when we hear your name, we're gonna always think of that name.
Right. Yeah. So I guess that's it for that. We're gonna wrap this up real quick. Do our last little 1-2. What song are you currently obsessed with, friend?
The song that I am currently obsessed with, and I really have 2, I have to always be extra, but I'm gonna just go with one of them. Is this Brent Faiyaz song and featuring Coco Jones, "Moment of Your Life," and that song has me in
that this morning.
chokehold. That song has me in a chokehold. Like, I feel like they're they just mashed so good together. Like, Coco did her thing. Brent it was a great song. And to be honest, I didn't even know it was featuring Coco because on Tidal, it doesn't show that it's featuring anyone. And I just heard her. And I'm like, Coco on this song? Because I didn't even know that because it didn't say she was featured. But that song has me in the chokehold right now. So I legit probably listen to that every
time. For me, it's going to be, Crash and Burn by Leon Thomas, who is Andre from Victorious. I don't know why I've just been obsessed with that song. It actually was like one of his singles, but also on his album that just dropped. I don't know why I'm like so obsessed with that song. It's kind of like a breakup song, and it's kind of like a little bit toxic, but I kind of flex with it. And it just gives like, has like a little bit of a West Coast vibe, and it has like he really like, it's heavily produced, but not in a bad way. So it's not giving like auto-tune heavily produced, just very like fine-tuned, and I fucks with it heavy. So that's gonna be the song I'm obsessed with. I've been listening to it like on repeat. I'm one of those people, when I like a song, I'll listen to it over and over again. So
Literally,
that's mine.
We'll play a song out. And I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna be doing
wrap up.
we're gonna be rating Doja's album next week because that has me in a chokehold right now too. And I want to do our two favorite, your two favorites from me, because I have my two favorites.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want to do our two favorites once you listen to it and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Because that whole album has me on the chokehold.
We'll
But
see
yeah, that's gonna wrap up this show.
But I want to thank y'all for listening and watching this week. Of course, as always, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, send it out to your mama, your boyfriend, your cousin. Leave us a review and we will definitely read it on here. Anything else you want to say, friend?
Nope. Subscribe, because we trying to get some money. No, forever. Subscribe. We love y'all. Keep supporting us. We want these celebrities to be a little bit more messy because this Hot Topics was boring.
It was dry this week, so that's why it was kind of Nicki heavy. Sorry, y'all. We had to
We
just
did up because you know that's what we gonna do.
Make some shakes, so it was a little Nicki heavy this week. I'm sorry, but anyway, stay messy.
Stay messy.
They ever trying to knock up, put my foot up in your call your mama and your